Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo JoJo Plans, and today I am doing week 2 of some daily sheets for my daily planner. I use my daily planner more for social media and like business things that I need to get due, like things when I come into my office. This is the stuff that I'm prioritizing each day. I am using my own printables. It's available on my website. It's linked down in the description below. So we're going to be doing 5 days worth because I just kind of discovered last year, I think doing 5 days and really just focusing Monday through Friday, having those priority things are better. And then if I need to work over the weekend or do stuff on the weekend, I could always make a sheet for that, but I just think it's better because then I won't end up with a bunch of extra sheets that I haven't even gotten to use like I did last year. So I have 5 sheets. I have the back of this one, which I did the other side last week, and then I have 2 more pages which are back and front, so I have a total of 5 sheets that we're going to do. We're going to start with this one, and this week I wanted to use some books that are releasing this week. So I'm going to be going in with the Go Wild sticker book, as well as Functionally Wild and Decoratively Wild, because all of these books release this week. Spring 2.0 does also release, but it's not spring yet, so I don't really want to use that one just yet. That's just how my brain works. I mean, I know it's helpful for people, but my brain doesn't work that well on using things. I mean, the colors are fun, but I really wanted to focus on these ones, and I think since I only have 5 pages, I'm kind of having to narrow down. I did go ahead and pull the next 3 books. So last week I kind of mentioned I'd like to start using all of my Happy Planner sticker books for my daily sheets because I just think it'd be fun. So whether that means I pull a few things from these to kind of complete a spread or not. So I have 4 through 6, which is floral. I have the coordinating, which is kind of like the original color story, and then the first color story that we got. This one's more of just like it has sets that go together kind of thing. So I might use those ones this week. I might not. We'll see. If not, if I don't use them this week, I'll definitely use them next week. But let's start with the Wild sticker book. So I'm going to start with Functionally Wild, and I'm going to do an all animal spread. So just to pizzazz this page up a little bit more, I think I'm going to go in with the realistic animals. I think there's not splotches for this one, but I do have splotches in black and white, so I could always use those. I do have some leaves in here, which could be fun to add. Okay, so I think I'm going to go in with leopard, because that's my favorite animal ever. Ooh, those are fun. And then I think I'll do zebra, which is in the white. Gonna lay this one in here, and then I'm gonna do one more animal. I think I'll do tiger. So I'm gonna go back because the tiger was with the leopard, and then we'll do some tiger. So I'm gonna do these 3 animals in here. So I'm putting those boxes in there to kind of just start it off, draw a little bit more attention to those boxes, and then I think I'm gonna, well, actually I think I want to add some of these leaves. So let's grab this corner piece, and I'm going to end up covering the box that's over here, but because it's so light and this one's on gray, it's less noticeable. So I am going to stick that over there and kind of just cover that up, and I think I'm going to put some animals over there. So let's go back to our animals, and let's put in a leopard, and maybe we can put in, actually I might just do the leopard. Might just do the leopard in here. Put this guy in here, and then I could put a quote. There are some quotes in here. I just gotta find what I want. Progress, not perfection. I think I'm going to use this one because I did cover up this box, but I do want to go ahead and put another box in there for stats because that's what I use that box for. So I think I'd still like to do that. So I'm going to go back to the functional book, and I think I'm going to use, let's go with zebra and put that in there. I have the hiccups, so I'm so sorry in advance. I'm trying not to hiccup while I talk, but it's really hard sometimes. Okay, I'm going to go back to the decorations because thankfully I don't need a lot of functional stuff for these pages. Where'd the leaves go? There they go. But we have some leaves and stuff, so I figured we can add a few more of those in here. Normally this won't be punched, but because I'm using the back side of a side that I already did last week, it is already punched because it was in my planner. So I'm going to go ahead and add, and because I'm filming ahead, I haven't written on that page yet, so it's still blank because I'm filming ahead, so I haven't gotten to writing in it yet. I've been trying to get in the habit of like the night before writing for the next day of like the things that I want to make sure I get done or something, so okie dokie. All right, I think that one's good. Not too crazy, but I do love it with the wild. Okay, so one page down. The next one, let's go ahead and do horizontal this time. So this one hasn't been punched, so that way it'll be a little bit easier to put stuff down the side. I have a black and white set that we can use. So I'm going to look at that. Just doing each one a little bit different. So I'm going to go to the black and white set here. And let's see. So we use leopard. Maybe we do giraffe this time. And I focus on the giraffe. Or actually, maybe what I'll do... Okay, I think I do want to still use those other 3 books. So maybe I'll do this and then the back with the new books, and then I'll have 2 pages left to try to use those 3 books. Maybe we'll try to do that. Okay, so I think I'm going to do this one kind of like I did some of my spreads for this week, where I used the black and white with the rainbow set. Because I do feel like the rainbow set is very like in your face. So I don't want to use a ton of that, but adding the black and white does help. So let's add these in here. And we can just add them sideways. And then I'm going to go to the colored section. And I think I'm going to dedicate this whole set to the giraffe. So we're going to add in some more giraffe. And then do the giraffe as my stats box over here. Put that right in there. Okay, so I think function, we're good on that. Now we can kind of just add some decorations. So I am going to add maybe some of these giraffes in here. So I'll put this black and white one in there. And we can add, ooh yeah, there's splotches and there's washi. Ooh, okay. Since I haven't punched this yet, this isn't their intended purpose. They are a little bit too thin for that, but I'm going to make it work. And I'm going to decorate the spine of this. So I'm going to just take some of these, what are these called? Like washi-like clear stickers, and I'm going to put them along the side of my page. And I might double them up to make them a little bit thicker. But I do have to do 2 pieces in order. Ooh, they actually fit together. Well, that was a shocker. I didn't know that they were going to fit together. That was just a hope. Okay, I'm going to take this and I'm going to trim it. I don't know if that was a fluke or if that was just luck. So I'm going to put that back. I think I'm going to thicken it because the punches are going to go past that. So I'm going to do one more piece. One more, and these ones probably won't line up, but it's okay. It's going to be punched, but I just wanted to add a fun border on here. So I'm going to take, this piece might be long enough, or it might be like just too short. It's just too short. I knew it. I'm going to use it anyway. That's okay. Okay, so I just made it a little bit thicker so that way I had that a little bit more on there. And then I'm going to go to the rainbow giraffes, and I'm going to grab myself a rainbow giraffe to put up towards the top. since I have the other one at the bottom. And we'll add a quote. And then we'll call this one Pretty Simple. We could even add some splotches to it if we wanted to. I feel like that'd be a lot. Again, the nice thing about these sheets is it's meant to be simple. So that's how I like to keep these sheets. Doesn't need to be anything super crazy. I think my camera's having trouble like focusing because of all of the patterns on the page. I'm like looking and I'm like, it's a little blurry. But I literally think that's why. I'm gonna use this Wild and Beautiful just down here, and again, just keeping it pretty simple. I need to cover that up with something though, because that's gonna bug me. Maybe we can, I mean, I have little bullet points. With the bullet point, I feel like the bullet point would be weird, but it's also like, it's the smallest spot. Am I really gonna let that bother me that much? I'm like, chances of this just getting punched and it really not even matter are high, but I'm gonna just put that over there to cover it. Does that look great? No, but it's fine. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna flip this over and then we're gonna move to the Go Wild book, because the Go Wild book has some fun patterns in it. So we can use that one. And then the last 2 pages I can save for the Happy Planner sticker books. So we can use a little bit of this in here. And I'm going to go to this fun like mirrored looking set just because it's really pretty. I'm going to put one in the center. So one right about there, because these are sized for the Happy Planner boxes. And then I'm going to go in with some shades of these other boxes to kind of fill in here. So really just keeping it simple with these ones because there's no decorations in here. So it's more just that functional to go with all the other awesome shops that have come out with Go Wild stuff. Let's use this pinky color for my stats box. Okie dokie. I'm actually going to grab my stickers from Amber Plans Her Day that she made for Go Wild. And I'm going to use some of those in here to kind of add some decoration, because there's no decoration in this one. That's just purely functional. So I'm going to go in, because it's meant to pair with all the other, you know, Go Wild decorations that are already out there. So it's a good companion to the other small shops that have stuff available. But I'm just going to go in and add some decorations, and then I'll go find some quotes and stuff too that I can throw in here. So my mindset is on Go Wild though, because it is coming so soon and your girl's getting stressed. I'm like starting to low-key, I'm like not trying to think about it actively because I am getting a little stressed out that it's so close. I'm going to just use one of these quotes because these work. They're talking about wild. We have wild plans. How perfect is that? Lay that right in there. Again, keeping it pretty simple. Wild, free, and totally happy. Again, I'm just adding some more of those decorations, and overall just keeping it pretty simple. I don't want to use all my stickers for Go Wild yet because it's not Go Wild time yet, but I did want to use the Go Wild book so you could see that they do pair nicely with some of like the new Go Wild merch that some other small shops will have. And they like match nicely. Okay, so I think that's it for that one. Keeping that one pretty simple because this one's just a functional book. All right, we have 2 more pages, so let's go in with the Happy Planner books that I have. We have Vertical, as our choice again. So again, this is 4, which this is one of the OG sticker books to ever come out. Ever. Has some fun, really big quotes. Let's use this one. I guess I'm going with a pinky vibe spread because this is the quote that spoke to me just now. So this is what we're going with. Okay, so we can really go anywhere with that, but we'll just kind of see what else we can find in that coloring. So I know there's some florals in here, so you best believe we are going to go in with the florals. Putting these all over the place. Again, I haven't punched it for that reason. Ooh, look, I can rip out a page. So I'll go ahead and use this. Why do I try? I don't know why I bother to not use my little helpers. Put some other colors in there. Get some of this green in here to just kind of change it up a little bit. We have lots of these florals that we can add in here just to add some other colors. Okie dokie. And we can even add in some yellow. Why not? Put that right over there. We have a little yellow. Kind of just making a cluster over in that corner. We have these boxes. I think these are sized. Oh, actually, this actually is sized the right way. Nice. I know some of like the older Happy Planner books, the boxes, like the full boxes, are sized a little bit differently, but surprisingly, these ones fit. So, pretty happy with that. We could even add purple in here if we wanted to. I think that was one of also the reasons why I loved this book, because it had the purple elements to it. I think I am going to add some more yellow and have the yellow be a main vibe color in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we can do purple. So let's do it, because I can. If I have one. Guess if I have a purple I can use. Okay, so I'm going to use that for there. Get my boxes in here, and then I want a box for down here. I think I'm going to go back to the yellow. Should have just left the yellow book out. My bad. Okay. Oh my gosh, almost used all my yellow squares. No. Okay. Adding a few more yellows in there. I'm going to go ahead and trim off the excess of these just for making my life a little bit easier, because it's starting to stick to my table and make it kind of hard for me to move it. Okay. So that's what we have. We have no black in here, and it's kind of killing me a little bit. So I would like to get some black, but I am going to go in and add some more of the purple. Just can't even. Mainly just because I wanted to add some more of the purple. That's all. There's not really any black in here that I want to add. I feel like maybe we can use this goals, because this is like stats. Use that in there, just get a little bit of black in here. It's not a lot, but at least it's a little bit. A little bit of a black influence in there to help the colors pop a little bit more. Okay, let's do this. You got this. I'm gonna trim the bottom of this so that way it's flat. And then I'm gonna put this right in here. That way it's flat. Okay, I think this one's good. Pretty simple. Let's flip it over. Flip it. Let's put this one away because we took quite a bit from that one. This one, these both are kind of like color story vibes, so I might have to move this one to the next week because both of these have sets in them. So I know these boxes are going to be a little bit smaller than these boxes because these ones are sized. The Happy planners used to have thick headers on, you know, each of the vertical boxes, and they don't have that anymore, but these ones were sized to fit within like those headers. And fun fact, this is actually my second version of this book, so that's why it looks so full. I swear I've used it before, just apparently not recently. So because I'm feeling the bright colors, I'm going to go with this brighter set. But yeah, they are a lot shorter, you know, than these boxes because these are how Happy Planner vertical boxes used to be sized. So this is what it was back in the day, basically. But I'm going to use these, and then I'm going to use some smaller boxes to kind of actually write in those ones. But I'm going to kind of use these little other headers that they came with to fill in the gaps that I have, because I think these will work just fine. So I might have to kind of hunt around, trying to like look for things that would go with that would actually go with things. Okay, well, let's do a black and white one little by little. So I'm just trying to fill in that gap right now, and maybe we just have encouraging words up at the top, you know, making it work. Dream big. Okay, I'm going to go back to that set, and instead of stats on this day, at least in this spot, I'm going to put this make the most of today, just to kind of add that. And then I'm going to pull out my colorful boxes to just actually add some boxes in there so I can write what I need to get done. And I don't need big boxes because usually it's like film this, do this, pack this. So I'm going to add some little boxes in these so that way I can still see that fun border, but then also, you know, have the colored boxes. So let's do a pink. Do the hot pink over here. Again, just kind of setting those in the center. And then maybe blue. We'll do the bright light blue. This one kind of matches. It's giving Powerpuff Girl vibes. My kind of vibes. Okay. And then you just kind of have some quotes and things, but basically all these sets are meant to be able to work together. So you just have lots of fun like little quotes and things. I'm going to grab this busy day. Choose happy. Let's do this busy day. And then grab this focus on this. Maybe I put something there important that I need to focus on. But then like I'm left like with this big one. So I think I'm going to go back to that first book because that one had a ton of big quotes in it. So maybe we can pull one of these giant quotes out to put in here. This Storms one would work because we have that bright green. Trust your gut. So I'm kind of just looking for the colors that we already used in here. Okay, I think I'm going to go with this one because it's a nice big quote and it'll take up that space, which is always good. So it's a very like more functional kind of quotes book. So it doesn't have a lot of decoration things. Obviously you could use, there's these fun like little bullet points. We can use those as like little confetti all over the place. So we can kind of put some of these in here. And you can use these as the form of decoration. I don't have a lot of green over on this side, so I'm like, I'll put some of the green over there. But then we can kind of have these little bullet points just floating around like little confetti decorations. because the older books did not have a lot of decorating elements in them. My, oh my, have things changed. I have a lot more too, because I could grab more from the other pages. Kind of just creating confetti all over the place, because why not? It's a good way to use bullet points too. If you're not a bullet point person, but you have, like me, you have a ton of these bullet points all over the place, they're a really good way to kind of use some of those. Okay, I think that's good. Just adding some little decoration. Okay, so these were the 2 books we focused on. Next week, I'll add this one to the list of 1 to use. But there we go. Let's get these 2 pages punched because the other page is already punched. Last week I had trouble punching this because it's thick paper, and then I had a bunch of stickers down the side, but this time I don't have nearly as much. So we have page 1 using Functionally Wild, and then the Go Wild sticker books, but here's page 1, and then we have page 2 and page 3, really simple, nothing too crazy, page 4, and then page 5. 5 more pages ready to go in my daily planner. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!